The government of Ghana has placed a travel ban on Israel, South Korea, and Malta commencing Monday, December 20th. According to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Regional Integration, the travel ban on Israel and South Korea will last 14 days. However, the ban on Malta is indefinite. This is in line with the government's drive to control the importation of the Omicron variant of the COVID-19 into the country. In the press release on the ban on Israel, the government stated that all travel to and from Israel is restricted, quote, except in exceptional humanitarian cases or during official visits. It added that, quote, permission would have to be obtained from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration in exceptional cases. On South Korea, the statement stressed on, quote, a temporary travel restriction on all travelers arriving from South Korea from Monday, 20th December 2021 for a period of 14 days. Meanwhile, on Malta, aside from the indefinite travel ban, the ministry announced that, quote, the government of Ghana does not recognize any vaccine certificate from Malta. Parliament has approved a €111.4 million performance sales and purchase agreement for the supply of 6 L-39 next-generation aircraft for the Ghana Armed Forces. The facility includes the provision of products, services, and ground-based training system associated with aircraft operations to enhance the offensive capabilities of the Ghana Air Force to defend the state against any aggression. The aircraft will come with engines manufactured in the United States, while their avionics are similar to the F-15 fighter jet, one of the best fighter jets in the fleet of the U.S. Air Force. The agreement is between the government of Ghana, represented by the Ministry of Defense, and Aerovadochody Aerospace of the Czech Republic. The University of Ghana branch of the Universities Teachers Association of Ghana has rejected a decision by the National Executive Council of UTAG to approve the Memorandum of Agreement signed with government on October 6, 2021. They have also declared an indefinite strike action commencing January 3, 2022. The Memorandum of Agreement is to accept, among others, a research allowance of $1,600 payable in 2024, and a proposal for the government to complete a labor market survey report to determine the review of the interim market premium by December 2021 for implementation in 2022. According to UTAG, the decision to approve and ratify the Memorandum of Agreement was subjected to a vote by all branch members of UTAG, as provided under Article 11, Section 3 of the UTAG Constitution, and was subsequently rejected. It added that 6 other branch members of UTAG, that is KNUST, UDS, UEW, SDD, UBIDS, CKT, UTAS, and UENR, support their decision to reject the Memorandum of Agreement. The Association of Mobile Money Agents has threatened to embark on a strike against the controversial e-levy starting from Thursday, December 23, 2021. The association says the levy is, quote, regressive and threatens the survival of their business. The association has thus set Thursday, December 23, 2021, to stage a demonstration against the government's planned introduction of a 1.75% e-levy. They added that their operators will also not work on the set date as a result of the demonstration. It made this known in a press statement issued on Sunday, December 19, 2021, signed by its General Secretary, Evans Otumfuo. Quote, "The union wishes to inform the public, customers, and users of mobile money that as part of actions to register our total displeasure with the government's proposed e-levy of 1.75%, we deem it necessary to embark on an industrial action." The Ghana Private Road Transport Union has described as insignificant the 15 peso reduction in fuel prices in the country. The union vowed it would continue its pressure on the government to remove some nuisance levies on petroleum products because that have counted for the high fuel prices in the country. Currently, some pumps are selling fuel 6.6 Ghana cedis to 6.8 Ghana cedis, depending on which oil marketing company one is buying from. These figures were from an earlier price of 6.9 Ghana cedis. Public Relations Officer for GPRTU, Alhaji Abbas Moro, said, quote, "is insignificant." Quote, "We are looking for 1 cedi 50 pesos. That wasn't what we are looking for. Looking at the current economic situation, we want the national cake to be shared equally," he added. "We are still hoping and thinking something can be done for us. We are looking for 1 cedi 50 pesos, not 15 pesos or anything reasonable." SIC Insurance Public Limited Company has earmarked to pay dividends of 0.0153 per ordinary share to its shareholders. This translates to a total of 3 million Ghana cedis for the financial period ended December 31st, 2020. Notwithstanding the challenges faced by businesses due to the devastating happenings in 2020 as a result of COVID-19, the company achieved a gross written premium of 242.1 million Ghana cedis at the end of 2020 fiscal year, as against the 211.5 million Ghana cedis it recorded during the corresponding period in 2019. This represents a 14.4% performance over the result of 2019. The company's 2020 annual report and financial statement declared profit before tax of 28.3 million Ghana cedis, with 5.74 million Ghana cedis of the amount paid as corporate tax, 7.29 million Ghana cedis paid as deferred tax, and additional 719,711 as national stabilization levy. A female Nigerian soldier has been arrested for allegedly accepting a marriage proposal from a male member of the country's youth service scheme. A video of the unnamed soldier accepting a ring from the trainee has been widely shared online. The Army said she broke several codes of conduct, including, quote, indulging in romance while in uniform. The incident happened during a 3-week paramilitary training for young Nigerians in the western Kara state. The woman involved was responsible for training new recruits as part of the National Youth Service Corps orientation, an initiative launched by former Nigerian President Yakubu Gowon to improve ethnic relations after the 1967-70 Biafra Civil War. As part of the year-long mandatory program, graduates from universities and other higher learning institutions get training from the Army. Ethiopian military has regained control of the historic town of LALIBELA from Tigrayan rebels. The Tigray People's Liberation Front said it had decided to withdraw its fighters from all areas in the Amhara and Afar regions. Added that it took the decision to clear the way for a peaceful resolution to its conflict with the government. The conflict has caused a massive humanitarian crisis, with international mediation efforts having so far failed. It is unclear when the military retook LALIBELA, but Deputy Prime Minister Demik Mekonnen Hassan visited the town in Amhara on Sunday. LALIBELA, famous for its rock-hewn churches, which date back to 12th and 13th centuries, was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1978. As children aged 12 to 15 in England became eligible for a second dose of COVID vaccine, French health authorities have just approved a first jab for 5 to 11-year-olds. France's Haute Autorité de Santé has suggested parents who wish for their young children to get a vaccine can now do so, the Reuters news agency reports. Last week, France started vaccinating children with certain medical conditions, while getting ready to roll out vaccinations to all children within the age group once the move was given the green light. Lycée Alta, one of the doctors in charge of risk evaluation of new drugs in France, says, quote, "With the arrival of the Omicron variant, which is more contagious than the Delta variant, we can expect an increase in severe forms in children without pre-existing health conditions." Boxing legend Azuma Nelson has said Ghanaian world title hopeful Richard Oblite Komi needs to work hard on his ring craft if he is to return as world champion. He said Komi lacked some important skills needed to dominate the tough lightweight division and must therefore work hard on his defense as a matter of priority to become a complete boxer and a world champion again. Reacting to Komi's loss to Ukrainian Vasyl Lomachenko in a non-title fight in New York early this month, Azuma, a former two-weight division world champion, noted that Komi, like many of the current crop of Ghanaian boxers, had adopted only one approach style of fighting in the ring, which was detrimental to their chances of victory and longevity in the sport. Komi, a former IBF lightweight champion, lost by unanimous points to his Ukrainian opponent at the Madison Square Garden, with the judges scoring the fight 119-108, 119-108, and 117-110 in favor of Lomachenko, who was the pre-fight favorite. Ghana's Olympic bronze medalist Samuel TAKYI is set to make his professional debut on January 29th under the management of Bazooka Promotions. TAKYI has signed a managerial and promotional contract with Bazooka Promotion, a syndicate owned by boxing legend Korte. The 20-year-old star announced that he was moving to the professional ranks after an impressive career at the amateurs, where he ended Ghana's 20-year Olympic medal drought. As part of the contract, Korte is expected to train TAKYI with the former World Boxing Association welterweight champion, looking forward to bringing his experience to bear. When asked what convinced him to sign with Korte, TAKYI said the fact that he would be associated with the legend was too good to reject. Quote, "I see it to be an honor to be associated with a legend like Korte. The fact that he wants to lead me to greatness also motivated me to sign with him," he said. Rich Liverberry Films, a Ghanaian film production company, has announced the imminent premiere of its latest film, Akosia, which tackles modern parenting and the contentious topic of adolescent sexual and reproductive health. The film, which was shot entirely in FANTE, depicts a mother's love for her teenage daughter and the agony of losing her due to peer pressure. Rich Liverberry Eji, the company's CEO, explained that the idea to shoot the film in the Ghanaian language was motivated by the desire to keep the story's authenticity within its local setting in Ghana's western region. Non-speakers of the Akan language, on the other hand, will be able to watch the film with English subtitles. Ghanaian songstress GYAKIE and her legendary father, Nana ACHEAMPONG, have given patrons an epic performance at her maiden live experience concert. GYAKIE invited her father to perform with her at the maiden edition of her live experience, and they both delivered amazingly, with their stagecraft and bond between them as father and daughter sharing the same stage. This is the first time GYAKIE is performing with her father, Nana ACHEAMPONG, in public, and even though it's been a while since Ghanaians saw the legendary singer on stage, he gave fans what they wanted, thrilling them with their performance.